Hey there, Lizzie with you today, showing you how to do a sort of a box happy mail, but a flat one at the same time. I got this idea from my friend Cheryl O'Brien, and I've had a few requests to show you what to do. So, first of all, I wanted to make a longer happy mail, so I've joined two A4 or letter-sized sheets together. It doesn't matter how long or how wide you make it, just whatever suits you for whatever you're going to put into it. But the easiest way to join it together is to butt up the pages or the papers, add some red line tape, and then go over it with washi tape. Keeps it nice and flat and nice and strong. I'm not going to tell you measurements because it really does depend on what you want. However, if you've got one sheet of 12 by 12, scrapbooking paper, cut it in half so you've got two 6 by 12s and butt them together, and it makes a nice size. Not as high as this. This one's the 8.5 or 8.25 inches, but even so. You can see I really don't measure, but I wanted it to be two flaps, one on each side, with a little gap so that it's, like I said, it's like a box email. It's not really, really flat. It's got a little spine or two little spines, and they're 1/2 inch wide. And all I did was make sure that the two fronts, when they joined, flipped over so that they would create a book sort of form. And here I am just making the two little spines up, really. You can make it as long as you like. I could have cut this back a bit, but I like the idea, as long as it fits in a flat-sized envelope to go as flat mail. I didn't mind it being a bit longer. So, yeah, it's all pretty free and easy, but, yeah, make it as long as you like and as wide as you like, but just so that the front flips over so that you can make a fastening. These papers I got from the Pixels Scrapper, which is a digital place, and her name is Rhonda something. I'll put it down the bottom because they're really, really, really pretty papers. I love them, and I've printed them off myself at home and just printed them double-sided. Now, here I am about to make a box. I don't know how to make a box. I've just made it up. There are lots of box videos on YouTube, I'm sure, and I just put this in because I made a mistake. So I thought you'd like to watch me making a mistake. The bit of tape running up the box on that along that white side, it's on the wrong side. I folded the box in the wrong side first. I should have folded in the right side, then the left side, but no, I didn't do that. I folded the left side, then the right. The bottom worked out, but then tape's not where it should be to seal my box. So did I care? Nah, not particularly, because actually that box, that side, is going to go flat against the Happy Mail, so you won't see it anyway. So I just thought I'd shove a bit of tape on. However, it still didn't look quite right because the red is showing on the other side, but you'll see what I did to that later. You'll understand when I come on. So, bit of tape, plop it on, doesn't matter. And there we have it. I've made two boxes. Hey-ho, that was fast. Then I thought, I like the idea of a little bit of a dippy thingy in the front, which is fine until this one. You can see the red line tape on the inside that I didn't use. So I thought, oh, well, instead of leaving that there, I'll just pull back the red line tape, shove a strip of the light green paper on the inside, which will look really nice. And then I thought, oh, hang on, but if I pull the red line tape off, the box is going to stick together and it won't be a box. However, the talcum powder came to the rescue. So if you want to get rid of sticky at any time, just use talcum powder. And in this case, I've used pretty smelling talcum powder, so Beck's going to get nice smelling mail. Works a treat. That way I've got the top bit stuck, can't see the red line tape, and it's not all sticky. So there we are. Whew. That was a bit of an effort. But anyway, I'll just sort of leave it in because, nothing ever goes to plan, does it? Now, I didn't make these boxes the same size. You can make them whatever you want, just as long as they fit in the middle part of the folder, of the booklety, boxy folder. I like the two different sizes because I can't do things evenly anyway, so what's the point? I might as well make them different. I have used a lot of the red line tape because I wanted them to stick quite well. Anyway, so that's basically it. And I've also used those little, and then on the sides I've just added a couple of little pockets, hey-ho, fast going, and a Velcro fastener. Now I got to that stage and thought, that's a bit boring, 2 boxes, 2 pockets and a fastener. What else can I do? And I thought, because I've got a spine, I can make an insert. So here we are, same 1/2 inch wide so that the spine fits within the spine, and some red line tape, which I put on crookedly. But anyway, here we go. So red line tape, and then I was just going to insert it, but it's crooked. But, you know, does it really matter? Well, maybe, maybe not. Now, I tried to put this down head on. Of course, then all you see is my hair. Then I tried to put my head on the side to try and get it in and thought I had it, but this isn't the best way to attach a spine to a spine because it's crooked, so we'll rip it off. But as you know, red line tape does not rip off very easily. So then I ripped the pattern paper, but after a bit of a squeal, I just got my little Zig pen or any marker really, repaired the paper somewhat, didn't matter. Tried again with the red line tape, weirdly enough, it went on straight this time. Pushed it down real hard because it's also got some other tape underneath. And I did it side on this time, as you can see. So I folded on one side, tapes flat, didn't worry about my head, and voila, hey presto. I added some little circle bits there on each sheet because of each page because I thought they were on the pockets, on the boxes rather. But then I thought, that looks a bit dodgy. So I backed off the circles with little narrow pockets. And I did that on purpose to try and keep the mail flat and the things I'm putting in different spots. So one little pocket, two little pockets. The second one becomes the letter holder. The first one becomes a holder for some happy mail. And that's it. And here's the finished decoration because obviously I went away and decorated. You didn't want to see me do all this. Some hearts I've made myself now. A lot, and the shaky thing. A lot of the bits that I use come from other people. So I've got wax seals of my own and from other people. That bag topper comes from somebody else, but I've added some bits. There's a currently card. That bag topper that you can see there, other people's. Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you whose they are. If they've been watching this, they'll recognise it. Beck, who is getting this happy mail, coloured in these little polka dot, anyway, whatever, polka doodle girls, and I've merely scanned them into my computer and then made her some extras rather than use the originals because they're too nice to use up all at once. There's those little teeny weeny pockets. More die cuts and girls and bits and pieces everywhere, wax seals, and I love those sequin rounds, which I was given. There's a little bit of coffee in there. The letter is a bit thick, but just stuck it down. It'll hold, the arrow held it in, and then I thought I'd put a few little tassels on the arrow, on the paperclip. I love doing that. It's simple and easy and looks quite effective. Another bag topper, but I didn't make it. So I love putting happy mail in there. I made Beck a memory dex card because she's never had one, and Let's Stay at Home seemed appropriate for the time being. So it's still thin. I can still send it as a large letter, as a flat mail, and I am very happy. I hope that helps you do some scrapping like this yourself. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.